shadow, fists fly high. Breaking through limits, I reach for the sky. Martial instincts power my stride. Fight principles guiding my fight.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're delving into a topic that's both captivating and enlightening. We're exploring how to find power in patience and wisdom in restraint, inspired by the teachings of Yagyū Munenori, a 17th century samurai. Imagine a world where instead of rushing headfirst into battle, you take a moment to pause, reflect, and strategize. Sounds revolutionary, right?
Oh wow, that's really intriguing. I mean, the idea that combat isn't always about, fighting, like what exactly does that mean? I can totally see how it applies to everyday life, like those conflicts we have at work.
Exactly. This concept of katsujinken, or the life-giving sword, speaks to preserving life instead of taking it. It's about turning chaos into calm, not crushing your opponent. Think about a workplace disagreement. If you approach it with calm rather than aggression, you're effectively diffusing the situation.
Yeah, so it's kind of like being a Jedi instead of a Sith. Avoiding the dark side by staying calm. Do you think Munenori would have seen himself as like a Zen Jedi?
Ha! That analogy is terrific. Yes, that's it. Munenori combined martial arts with Zen philosophy. He had this remarkable ability to unify the physical and the spiritual. So calling him a Zen Jedi fits perfectly.
So, wait, what was his training like? Did he have a master or anything? I mean, this is such an intriguing topic.
Absolutely. Munenori was born into a prominent samurai clan and trained under his father along with Zen monks. This mix of physical and spiritual training truly shaped his outlook on life and combat. He eventually became the personal instructor to Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first shogun of the Edo period. Pretty significant, right?
Whoa, that is like a think tank for sword fighting. So it wasn't just about the sword skills, it was about the mindset too? That's amazing.
Exactly. One of his main teachings revolves around mastering your reactions. In every conflict, whether it's on the battlefield or in day-to-day life, the first victory is remaining calm. With a cool head, we can make clearer decisions.
Wow, you just blew my mind. I mean, it's kind of like when you're stuck in traffic and you just start screaming in the car instead of putting on a podcast to cool down, right?
Exactly. That's a brilliant example. When we let frustration take over, we often lose sight of the bigger picture. Munenori emphasized the need to be aware of our mental state, whether we're feeling scattered, obsessed, or clear-headed.
It's like those videos where someone's trying to meditate, and then a kid bursts in yelling, "How do you keep your mind clear in chaos? It seems so tough."
Right. This is where the practice of what we call mirror mind comes in. It's about reflecting on situations without clinging to them emotionally. Munenori taught us to observe negativity without internalizing it.
So, if a coworker throws shade at you, instead of reacting, you just let it slide off like water off a duck's back? Is that it?
Exactly! You're getting it. This mental strength helps challenges pass without compromising your peace of mind. It's all about practicing non-attachment.
Wow, I really need to write this down. But what does he say about modern life?
Great question. He talked about how modern life is filled with invisible duels. Think about emotional triggers we face on social media, the tone of emails, or even heated news discussions. His teachings focus on winning the internal battle before taking action in the external world.
I sometimes find myself in a doom-scrolling hole. I can spend hours getting triggered by everything I read. It's like fighting 100 battles all at once in my mind.
Exactly. That's precisely what Munenori warned us against. Often, the real enemy is not the external circumstances, but our own wavering mind. A core lesson from him is, train the mind first, and everything else will follow.
That's so empowering. I definitely want to take that lesson into my daily life moving forward.
Yes. So remember, amidst all the chaos, there's real power in waiting and wisdom in restraint. Your greatest battles will always be fought within.
I feel like I just leveled up in life. Thanks for this enlightening conversation. I can't wait to apply these lessons.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, remember, the fight you're preparing for is already happening in your reactions and focus. Stay fierce, but stay calm.
I'm all in. Can't wait to reflect and grow.
Steel and shadow, fists fly high, breaking through limits, I reach for the sky. Martial instincts power my stride, fight principles guiding my fight.